You know, working on vehicles, there's a couple things I really hate to do. And today is one of those days that I gotta do something I really hate to do. I hate body work, I hate electronic stuff, I hate suspension, steering, all that stuff, but that's what I gotta do today. We're gonna be working on steering. So, get ready, it ain't gonna be fun, I'll tell you that. So what we got here today, I think, well, it's my boy's GMC. And I do believe it's a 97, 1500, short bed, step side. It's got the V6 in it and it's got an awful knock to it. We're gonna end up putting the LS in it later on, but it needed some new steering stuff. So the other day we already got started on it, went to our G&W Auto Parts store, our locally owned Napa here in town, which I get all my stuff from them. Went and got the idler, pitman, tie rod, blah, 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 sway bar linkages and all that stuff. So we got started on it. Then we went and got the ball joints. So if all this stuff here wasn't bad enough, now we gotta do these. That and that. Same way over here. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. So that's what I'm gonna get started on today. I'm gonna start doing the ball joints. I gotta chisel the pop rivets out and I gotta press these out, and then vice versa. These up here is gonna be bolt in, but I gotta press this bottom one in. So let the fun begin. All right, so driver's side. I got the bottom ball joint pressed in there. I need to go back and put the top ball joint back in, but I'm gonna bring over here. I'm gonna try to show you step by step what we do. How I do it. Everybody's different. I do it. I got a good friend of mine, Jason Brumfield. He helps me out and he gives me some advice and comes up and shows me some stuff sometimes, because I don't know everything and don't claim to know everything. So we're gonna take this death wheel and we are going to, you see the three bolts, the three rivets up there, here, here, and here. I'm going to cut a slot on all three of these, and then the air chisel come take the head off, and I got a punch on the air chisel and I'll punch them down. I already got the nut loose. I already got the bottom nut off. I got this nut here loose, so I'm going to do that and then beat it off the ball joint, and then I can clean all this up, and then I got to press this ball joint out down here. I'm gonna try to show you. I get a little excited and keep on doing stuff without starting the camera back. So I'm gonna try not to do it this time. So there's the death wheel. I'm gonna come in here and put slots in all three of these rivets. So here we go. Safety first. With rubber gloves on, ain't bad. And there's one bolt back here that holds up the ABS line I've got to take off. I'll go ahead and air chisel those out. I'm gonna grab the air chisel. All right. I know y'all ain't gonna see real good. Might be a little loud. So there's one of them. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. So I can get the light over there. So now let's come back with the point, punch, and we'll go that way. All right, so that's what all three of them looks like now. I've got all three of the heads knocked out. So now I'll take this punch and punch them out of there. All right, I just punched all three of them out of there. So now I'm gonna take care of this bracket that holds the ABS line up, and then I can hopefully knock it off that ball joint, and I'll tie it up over here once I get everything out. All right, so this is where we're at. We got the tie rod ends. We still got to tighten these up. Once we get everything on, we'll take the measurement off the old one that's still out there in the floor. And we'll get this measurement here. Get this measurement, get it close. We gotta get it lined up. We put the sway bar end links in. Got all the upper and lower ball joints tightened up, got them pinned in. So now comes the big controversy of packing bearings. So we got new rotors, and these rotors take inner and outer bearings. So make sure that thing's pointing down. So these bearings has to get packed with grease. A lot of different ways to do it. They make a little machine, you stick in it, take a grease gun, pump them up. Well, I've always been taught this stuff here is for disc brake wheel bearings. You just take a big old gob of it, stick it in your hand, and just start going to town. Hence the gloves. So you just want to get all the bearing, get the whole thing filled up. And there ain't really no neat way to do it. You'll see here the grease is coming out the other end. And you just move on, you just go all the way around it just like that there. And just go through and pack your bearings. I've seen people just rub it on there. I just don't think it get them all packed like they should be. Because there's something here you don't want to go bad. You don't want to go dry. So you just sit there and put a big old gob in it and just start pushing it through, and you'll see it coming out your bearings. Well, this one's about done. And I got 3 more to go. So all right, once we get these packed, put them in the rotor, and we'll install the rotors here in a second. All right, here's the rotor for the truck. And like I said, everyone does it different. Who's right, who's wrong, I don't know. But this has always worked for me. So, take your inside bearing. It's already got the races in it. Stick it down in there. Then take your what's those called?
Bearings? Seals?
Seals. Couldn't think of it.
Piece of tape.
I don't have a little punch, so I'm gonna use this roll of black tape.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. And if that don't work, we can get a piece of wood. Get a couple good taps. Tap it all the way down in there. And then we spin her over. I'm sure I'll have comments about using the black tape. I like putting a little grease inside here because we cleaned the shaft off pretty good. Put a little grease down on the inside. That way we have grease in it. Roll around there, get a good bit in there. And take your other bearing, stick down in there. All right, Trevor, you gonna bring the camera over here to us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Meow.
Slide it in there. Try to keep off the bearings and the seals. Oh, you might have to go get the light.
He's got it.
put your washer in there. It's got a little notch in it, so you cannot screw that up. Stick your washer in there. And then get your castle nut. Put that in there. Pull this light. I know, I like using a wrench, but I don't got a wrench right now. So you can feel your bearings set. Might take mine back out a little bit, spin it, bring it around again. Now, without using a wrench, it makes it hard to find your hole. But yump and yimmity, I think I found it.
Yes, mechanic.
Straighten that up. This is called a breaker bar, hammer, pry bar, what have you. All right, I need to back it up just a little bit. And without a wrench, it sucks. And
I see you found your other hammer.
yep. This whole garage is plumb full of hammers. You just gotta know how to use them. Spin mine around like that. Now get your dust cap. And I put a little grease in my dust cap. Some people don't, some people do. Does it work? I don't know. Like I said, everyone does it differently. Alright, so now just clean all the grease off of it. Get the brake clean, shoot the rotors with brake clean, get all the grease, fingerprints, stuff off of it. Be ready for calipers. All right, yeehaw. Like I told you this morning, I hate doing this stuff, but got everything done, got all the new tie rods tightened up, got them all measured. It's pretty close.
The light.
We're going to go in we gotta take it to the alignment shop, make a get an alignment shop and get all new upper and lower tie rods, drag, pitman, idler, rotors, pads. So it should be pretty good. So, like I said before, I know I'm probably gonna get griped at because this ain't how someone else does it, but that's how I've done it and been taught. And so I want to tell Jason Brumfield, he came up and gave me a little hand this afternoon, so I appreciate that. So she's done. We'll get it all posted up. Make sure you all go down and subscribe and like McNeil's Garage.
Thanks for Dwayne and Jeff.
And yeah, thanks for Dwayne and Jeff and Napa.
Mark.
G&W Auto Parts. Mark, the whole Napa crew in town. They always come through with all of our parts, so. All right, like and subscribe, and well, I'll be back on the Impala probably tomorrow. We gotta do a little painting on it, on the inside the engine bay, so Try to get that fixed up nice and pretty, which I'm not into pretty, but anyway. All right, Sean McNeil, McNeil's Garage, and see y'all later.